you, girl, but it's just so hard to do. Every time you do that thing you do, I know all the games you play, and I'm gonna find a way to let you know that you'll be mine someday. 'Cause we could be happy, can't you see? If you only let me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Highwire Improv Tuesday night. I am Brian, and yes, it is Tuesday. I don't often tech on Tuesday, so I had to think for a moment. Very excited that you are all here with us, whether it's live or in the future, because you can see every Highwire show on our YouTube channel. I'm a little behind on categorizing that, a couple weeks behind maybe, but we'll get back to that soon. We have two fantastic teams for you here. If you watch Highwire regularly, you know them. You've seen them before. They are not strangers to our stage. So we'll get to them in a moment. But it was a big week in Highwire land here. We have announced our first ever classes. We finally, I don't want to say finally, because that makes it seem like we took a lot of time and careful consideration on how to set up our education program. And our first classes were announced over the weekend. We will be having 2 in-person sessions in about a month, and a fundamentals of improv, which will be our beginner level, our first level, and then an advanced dramatic scene work class. That'll be a 4-week class. Those will be in the Baltimore area. You can find all the information on highwireimprov.com and on our Facebook page and all those fun places. And we will be having online intro classes as well. We'll probably be announcing that in a few weeks. We need to get a couple things squared away, but we are excited to go into this new phase of Highwire. It's something we have definitely taken a lot of time and attention to make sure we get it right. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited to be part of all of it. All right. I am also super excited about these two people. They are always very, very entertaining and very, very fun. Please welcome to the stage Charmers Duo.
That's Zed.
And that's Michael.
And we are Charmers Duo.
To get us started, could we just have any word for inspiration?
Sure. Factory.
Factory.
So,
All right. So at one of my jobs, I worked in the warehouse location. It was for a solar racking company. We designed and shipped solar racking systems. And when I first started there, my boss said, "Would you like to get forklift certified?" And I just looked at him and said, "I walk into doors."
okay, so your purity score out of 500 is 480. That means you live
I'm very pure.
You live a boring, secluded life. There's a bunch of things on this list you've never done. A bunch.
Okay, I'm 19. It's okay to be boring and pure.
But you can set a goal. Check off at least half of these by 30. Like, okay, look here.
That's 11 years from now. You really have a plan to become less pure?
I don't have good role models, so I'm using lists from the internet to give me an idea of what my life should look like. Here we go. Streak during the day. Separate checkbox. Streak during the day.
It's cold.
During the summer. Let's see. Ooh, I accidentally scratched somebody's car and leave.
Oh, I don't think I could do that. That's not nice. That's just irresponsible.
Yeah, but it's fun.
I don't understand the fun part of this.
Again, I don't have role models. I'm 19. We're both 19. We're going in the real world, and I'm scared.
Honestly, I don't know if being a freshman in college and living in the dorm is actually the real world.
It's closer to the real world than my parents' house. It's also a lot smaller. Like, I haven't shared a bedroom for 10 years. Now here you and I are in the dorm. We literally share a bedroom.
I had to share a bedroom with both my sisters, all growing up.
This is a step up then.
It's one person. Yep.
That's closer to the real world. In the real world, you can share a bedroom with nobody.
But that's what you already had. And you said that wasn't the real world. I'm very confused at your definition of the real world.
See, that's the whole problem, Brenda. I don't know what the real world is. Like, I don't feel that school prepared me for the real world. I don't feel that books prepared me for the real world. Movies and TV have definitely not prepared me for the real world. But in a few years, we're gonna... What?
I think that this is the real world because we're living.
Okay.
If we're living, then it's real.
Yeah, but it's like, in my mind, it's not the real world till formal education ends. And then you get a job and a place of your own, and you start making your own decisions.
Huh.
But you have a really interesting point. It's like, I chose my major. I chose my classes. I got to choose which dorm to live in.
I think I'm taking LED classes, but I haven't officially declared my major. But yes, so I am choosing that tonight I am going to go to the West Dining Hall instead of the North Dining Hall. See, choices. Choices. I think that choices is what makes the world real.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You're kind of blowing my mind here, Brenda.
Thank you.
That means I've been in the real world for, well, years.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was. I pictured my life as like kind of living in a bubble. It's like, okay, I'm at my parents' house. Okay, I'm at the university, but like I'm not in the real world.
I don't think there's simply a switch.
Oh, you got to tell me more. Like I was literally picturing that the day you graduate, boom, switch, click. You start making all your decisions.
I mean, if I went and got pregnant, am I suddenly in the real world, even if I'm still in school?
Okay, hold on.
If I'm in school, but my parents aren't supporting me at all, and I have to work a job as well as go to school, am I in the real world? Because I'm still in formal education.
Well, wait. Okay, hang on. I have been in the real world this whole time. I've just been on like somebody else's rails, but like less and less and less. And it was so subtle, I never noticed.
I can be in the real world, but still wrapped in a blanket.
I like that. I like being wrapped in a blanket.
I know blankets are really nice.
Seriously.
And in this case, I mean my like parents' blanket and the suburbs blanket and like high school blanket.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about my parents said they'll pay for 4 years of university blanket.
Oh.
Credit card for food blanket.
Wow.
Go home on weekends if I want to blanket.
That's a lot of blankets.
Really comfortable in all these blankets.
I mean, I will admit that they are covering my college and they are covering the dorm and the dining hall plan. But anything besides that, I need to get a part-time job for spending money.
That's some blankets.
That's
Okay.
a lot of blankets. It's
Still a lot of
just,
blankets.
I still have to poke my toes out.
Poke your toe into the real world.
Yeah, and my toes might get cold.
Do people talk to their parents in the real world?
Some.
If it's on TV, it's always like, oh, you never call, but that's TV.
The TV does not mean real thing. So my mom talks to her parents like once a week. And then my dad doesn't talk to anyone in his family ever. Well, like we send Christmas cards, but that's it. Never see them.
You know, I'm having a terrifying realization.
That everything you knew was wrong?
That, including, don't laugh, Brenda. This is weird. This is eye-opening. Like I'm 19. I am legally an adult. I bet if I walked into a shoe store, somebody'd call me sir.
A year ago, you could have signed up for the army.
Oh,
Yeah, that's some serious shit.
real
I
world.
should not have that freedom to be able to go without anyone like advising me and just say, I'm going to do this for the next 4 years of my life and not have an exit.
So that's just the thing. Like my parents told me about college since I was little, so I always knew after high school, I'm going to college.
But you have an exit and you probably won't get killed here. I'm saying as opposed to army.
No, I get
Not
you.
that you'll get killed in the army, but you know, the different circumstances.
But I don't feel like I'm in the real world because I'm riding those parental rails. Like they conditioned me to go to college and they're paying for college. And it's like, oh, okay. One day. No, you hit on it earlier. It's little steps. It's not a switch. Because what would that switch feel like?
That would be a very jarring switch.
Like when I got my high school diploma, I didn't feel different. So when I get a college degree,
Okay, moving in here.
yeah,
Does it feel different? Do you have freedom from your parents?
they gave me dishes.
Okay, yes, I get that. But you're not going to see them every day. If you
No.
decide to not come home one night, well, first of all, please text me because otherwise I'll worry. But if you decide not to come home one night, you're not going to get in trouble.
Whoa, okay. Maybe it's consequences that make it the real world.
No, because in that case, being in your parents' house. Because
But
if you didn't come home at one night, then you'd be grounded. I don't know about you. I would have totally been grounded if I didn't come home and didn't tell them or get
But
permission.
Before I was 18,
Yeah.
in the town I lived in, Gilbert, Arizona, legal curfew was 10:30 p.m. If you were not a legal adult, you could not be on the street past 10:30 p.m.
I have never heard of a legal curfew.
Well, see, there was consequences though. And as soon as you're an adult, you can be up at any hour of the day. So maybe that's real world. When you're an adult, there's like no enforced consequences. No rails.
You can get arrested as a kid and you can get arrested as an adult, and you might get different outcome, but they're both real. If I beat someone to a bloody pulp and I was 16 and then I did it again today, it's still being arrested. I'm not going to beat you to a bloody pulp, I promise.
No, gosh, I hope not, because you could.
Thank you.
Oh, how's the kickboxing classes going, by the way?
I'm doing okay. I want to start going 3 times a week because
Dang.
I am such like I'm such a teacher's pet just in life, and I want to be, I want her to use me as an example, but I'm not that good yet. So if I go 3 times a week instead of once a week, then I'll get better. And then she'll be like, "Oh, watch her."
Okay.
Yeah.
Teacher's pet. You're trying to impress somebody.
Yes.
Maybe when you're no longer trying to impress somebody, then you're in the real world.
I don't think that's true.
Well, it's like as a kid, trying to please my parents, trying to please my teachers.
Okay. My mom still tries to please her parents, and my dad still tries to please his boss.
Is that a good
And
thing?
I don't know. I'm saying that I don't think it goes away ever. It's just might be different people you try to please.
I grew up just picturing life as a series of milestones, graduate high school, graduate college, move into your own home, get married, have kids.
That seems very formulaic.
But everybody does it, right?
No,
No?
no.
No? Well, then what? Then I don't know which direction I'm going. I'm
You
studying
just have
accounting.
to mess up.
What?
My Uncle Joe never went to college.
Okay.
My Aunt Geraldine, she never got married.
Did Joe get married? Did Geraldine get a job?
Geraldine got a job. She didn't get married, and that's fine.
Yeah, I think I figured out what the real world is. There's no rules. You can do whatever.
Remember that whole beating someone bloody thing? There's still
Yeah.
rules.
Well, there's like consequences, but like there's not somebody there that when you're in school, there's the student handbook. Don't do these things. Do these things.
You actually read the student handbook?
Of course I read the student handbook.
Have you read the student handbook here?
Yeah. It's 300 pages.
I read the bullet points online in the FAQs.
It's like a page.
I mean, it's a website. If I printed it out, it'd probably be about 4 pages, so that's decent.
I think what's scary is being an adult is the real world is so open-ended, Brenda. So open-ended. Like, I'm studying accounting. I don't think I want to go to grad school, which means in 3.5 years, I'm going to get a job in some firm, I assume in town, and then get my own place. When I was talking about my parents earlier, I called that home.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm still thinking of myself as my parents' like child.
Well, is this your home?
It's where I live.
It's where you live. But there's where you have memories and a sense of belonging.
I have memories here. We made risotto last week. We got a brand new cast iron pan and accidentally set it on fire because we don't know how to treat it with oil.
I'm really glad that there's a floor kitchen and we're not actually trying to cook in the room, because that would be frightening.
We know the smoke detectors work.
That is a good thing.
We know the
Yeah.
resident advisors are 10 seconds away.
That was frighteningly fast.
It kind of felt like my parents, actually. Just like I did something wrong and somebody's right there to talk to me about it.
Well, I think they would be right there to save us from a fire,
Okay.
which is, important. I would like someone to be here in case there was a fire to help me get out and not burn to death.
Yeah, but like, let's say you had your own place.
Yeah.
There's nobody running in if there's a fire. you're just gonna have your smoke detector going beep, 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 beep. Maybe
Roommates?
you could live alone. You could be living alone.
I could, but I could choose not to. And the choice not to could be financial, or it could be because I don't want to burn down.
So in the real world, you've got to watch yourself more.
I don't think that real world is a thing. I think there's just the world.
I still feel like I'm in this shell, like this isolated, like I'm aware of so much that's out there, but I'm not ready for it yet.
That's good to know.
Is it?
I mean, it's better for you to know that you're not ready for something than for you just like go and I think that people, oh gee, that's difficult. That's difficult. It's good to do things when you're not necessarily ready, but also like I know I would be not ready to open a restaurant. So that's good to know, because that would be a huge failure.
But do you want to open a restaurant?
No,
Well,
I know.
like I wouldn't be ready either. Oh, but now
I've thought about a cat cafe.
Really? Oh, do
I
you feel
mean-
ready to open a cat cafe?
Not at all, at all. I do not
how
have
do you-
any business sense whatsoever, besides, dealing with my allowance and babysitting money, and now having to get a part-time job, which, ooh, did you know that the art department's hiring? I'm going to be a model.
Wait, is this like live model?
Yes,
Cool. What's that pay?
I basically sit there and they draw.
That's my kind of job. But
But
is that a real world job?
I get paid.
Like a real job's 40 hours a week, Monday to Friday, 9 to
That's
5.
not necessarily true.
Probably wearing a uniform or a shirt.
A uniform or a shirt?
Like a dress shirt. If you're a mechanic, you're wearing like a jumpsuit, and if you work in an office, you're wearing something with a collar.
I think you have a very strict view. Like you just said, you go to college and then you get married and then you have kids, you buy a house, and you work
meanwhile,
40 hours a week, 9 to 5. But so many people do not.
Again, I didn't have like all my role models are like, here's the structure you got to follow. Nobody ever said you got to follow, but nobody ever said you didn't have to.
Okay, it's almost 10 now. And if we want to go to Denny's, guess what? Someone's working there.
At 10.
At 10 p.m., someone is working there.
So I think maybe what college is, I transition to the real world.
Stick your toe out of that blanket.
Take my toe out of the blankets.
Blanket. We do have a lot of blankets.
We do have a lot of blankets.
So even though I have the very high purity score, I'm still going to help you come out of your shell/blanket.
Okay. Let's go to Denny's then.
Let's go.
And that's our show.
Now I'm hankering for Denny's. Oh man.
Get a
Yeah.
grand slam. That's Denny's, right?
I just ate dinner like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, right. You're East
But
Coast.
yes. But yes, Denny's is the Grand Slam. and was the first place my wife and I went when we got our AARP cards because
Oh,
they have a discount.
congratulations. Get the early bird discount? Question mark.
We probably just did breakfast. But yeah, we were
Yeah,
like,
breakfast all day.
we're using this 10%. We are using this 10%. Thank you two for being here. Very excited to see you. Take care. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye. All right. We are going to keep the fun going. I'm not going to dilly-dally any longer, except while I get the music set up here. Yeah, our next team is another long time Highwire team. They've been here most of these 3 years. Some of my favorite people here because I've played with just one of you, but many times and always so much fun. Please welcome to the stage, Dolly Lana.
I do my head talk, check my legs. Baby, how you feeling?
Yeah.
Monday.
Hey, what's up? We are Dolly Lana, and we're going to do a montage improv set for y'all. All we need is a one-word suggestion.
Elegant.
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 Thank you.
Awesome.
You two look fabulous. And you are going to have such a great time at the prom. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Now, before we get started, before I send you on your way, I'd like the two of you to just sit down on the couch. We're going to have a little chat about sex.
Oh my God, Mom.
Our dates are going to be here in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Mom.
okay. It's all right. I just want you to sit down. Sit down.
I'm gonna rumple my elegant dress. I can't
know.
sit.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful. Okay, fine. We'll do it while you're standing up. Listen, you two. You're seniors in high school, which means that you are very, very fertile. This is the most fertile time you will ever have in your lives. You can get pregnant at the drop of a pin. So make sure that you double bag it.
Mom, just so I'm clear real quick, I guess now's the best time to ask the question. I went in Jenny's hot tub last Friday, and since I'm so fertile, can I get pregnant?
No, that's not it.
Okay, oh God, thank God,
no, that's imaginary.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is make sure that your dates wear at least 2 condoms. Honestly, 3 is probably better.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Isn't it just the one? Yeah, I mean, in
One?
sex ed class, they just said the one.
Yeah, they just said one is enough. I mean,
Yes, but I want you to be extra careful. You're both going to college next year. You know, yes. What's going on, Betsy?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
quick question. Unless you want to ask one, can I? You want to?
No, go for it. Go for it. You go.
So you're saying that if we don't triple bag it, because we're so fertile, we could get pregnant that way too?
Well, there is a thing that men like to do. They'll take a safety pin and they just poke a little hole because they really want their high school girlfriends to have their babies. That's yeah.
This is. I'm feeling a little uncomfortable right now having this talk.
I'm so sorry, Heather.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I mean, Heather's a little bit shyer than I am. Here's
some spermicide. One of you stick it in your purse. Which one of you wants to carry it?
Heather will do it.
Here you go.
Okay. I'll take it. Yeah.
Should we put the spermicide then on the car seat just in case, since we're so fertile? Or
I'm really surprised that the sex ed class at your school has been of such poor quality.
Well, we are in Kansas, Mom, so
that's true.
Yeah,
overall the education system here isn't,
But I mean,
I wanted to really, Mom, when I grew up, I really wanted to be in Kansas City, Missouri, but you and Dad had to just go, oh no, Kansas
No,
City, Kansas is cooler. No,
Um,
it's not.
th- I mean, it kind of is though, because the state that we live in, right, matches up with the name of the city that we live in. If we lived in Missouri, it would be nonsense. Heather, what's wrong? Your mouth is agape.
I just getting ready for prom night. I don't know.
hmm
Yeah.
No one answered my spermicidal question.
Oh, just lather it everywhere. You know, I mean, in your food,
All right, Heather,
on your
give me some of
hands.
that. I'll put it under
Yeah,
my
Yeah.
pits, I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
I'm
Good
Just so-
idea.
gonna
Good idea.
go cry and
Okay, Heather. All right. All right. I don't think you should cry because you're gonna ruin your makeup. You don't want your mascara to
I'm gonna go have a
run.
moment. I'm gonna go have a moment.
All right. Well, Heather, she knows she could have smeared it under her eyes. That would have been good too, right?
That would have been
Not-
good. Yeah.
Spermicide, not
No.
just for down there. Wait,
It's for-
spermicide. It's for crying.
Yeah. Oh
No.
no.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You know what, Betsy? I just want to say, while Heather is gone, I am so proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
you-
Like in particular, what? Like my rockin' intellect or my real talent at boulder throwing, or what is it?
I'm proud that you have managed not to get pregnant up until now.
Mom, you know I'm a virgin, right?
Scene. Sorry, boss. Sorry.
Could you open? I was reading over your shoulder. You know I like to do that.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh my God, really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot believe they traded him to Dallas.
Yeah. I know.
God, we have
Sad.
the worst team ever.
I mean, and the worst city ever, but we're not going to get into that, boss.
Yeah.
But if we were,
Mhm.
we were to get into that and get into how the Dallas Cowboys are the worst team, I mean, yeah, it's a sad day. It's a sad day for all of us here.
You know it was all downhill after Landry. You know I said that before, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, even before that, when you had Ditka, you had, and you had also Aikman.
Who else did we have?
We had Doyle.
I knew it.
Connor.
You do not know anybody from the Cowboys, and you said you were born and raised here. You know that we've got to have all that shit memorized by the time we're in 5th grade. We have our testing.
Right, you caught me. I'm a fake.
Where'd you? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what? Who?
caught
I
me.
don't even know you. Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
My name is Clara Waters, and I am a spy with coming. Yes, I know. I came to spy on your football from the basketball league.
Is that like a ninja throwing star you have in your belt loop?
Only when I need
Okay,
to use.
don't No, please. Okay, wait, hold, wait.
I'm holding. I'm waiting.
Can I sneak my power bar back just real quick? I just feel I need the power because for what's coming next. Just let me grab that. Okay. Why are you coming to kill me? What did I do? No one ever has to know that you're Clara, ever.
I was sent here. I was sent here by someone. I was sent here by Theodore.
My arch nemesis from 3rd
Mhm.
grade, Theodore. He copied off of me on that pre-test before the 5th grade test about the Cowboys and then the Mavericks and all that. Yeah, he cheated.
Yes. Yes. Well, he said you copied off of him. And this vendetta has been going on for far too long. 50 years, he said, 50 years. So I'm here to end it for everyone.
Why don't you go after him? Why we can just do that. I like that idea. Why don't we just you off him and leave me to life and you could still be my assistant. Want a power
Why?
bar?
Yeah, why haven't I do you have benefits as well, maybe?
Yes, sure. I can put you right on the plan. Health benefits are great in the States. Wonderful in Texas.
Okay.
Just the best. Yeah.
Wait, no. Loyalty
No.
means something to me.
Why are you loyal?
I can't. No, you just tried to trick me, and
No,
that's not cool.
no. I just what did he? Why are you loyal to him? What put it down? Why are you loyal to him?
All right. Well, if you must know,
I must.
I was a down and out little orphan lad. Had no one around, had no one to care for me. So one day he picked me up and he took care of me.
He hasn't taken care of anything in his whole life. You can't even. No, I can't believe that. I don't believe you.
Tag out Robin.
Oh, hey, boss. So I guess you heard about Okay, boss. Look, I'm sorry. All right, I didn't let him, boss.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're angry.
I'm angry.
I can see that you're angry.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see you now? I mean, no, but I can't even look at you. I'm ashamed, boss. I'm sorry.
I asked you to do one thing.
I know. I'll get it right next time, I promise. I promise. I'll get it right.
I just don't think that you have it in you. I don't think that you can be a killer.
I can be a killer. Look, I can do it. Yeah. Oh, I killed that fly. That was good.
No, I'm talking about taking a human life. I'm talking about watching someone's soul leave their body.
You mean like this?
Edit.
I spiked the punch.
I knew it. I went for the cranberry punch and I was like, this tastes remarkable. And then like that little woozy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
put a lot of things in it. There's a dextromethorphan, and I put in some Clonopin and a bunch of Ativan,
Oh,
and
that seems like a lot for that little
then
punch bowl.
there was some vodka, and
Good old vodka.
yeah, and I slipped in some shoe leather.
Huh. Your alchemy skills are like amazing, but I've never heard of the leather part. Is that like in the latter chapters of the book Alchemy for Dummies? Is that like chapter 8?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's I gotta tell you something.
What's up?
I made that book up.
You wrote it?
No, I made it up. It doesn't exist. It's not a real book.
What was I reading then? Exactly. I have Alchemy for Dummies. It's right here. You can't come here. It's got the yellow dummies thing on it.
Oh. Oh, this is real.
Yeah, I said I hadn't gotten the latter chapter, so
But it's even by Wilbur Banks. That's the name that I told you was the author's name. You know what this means?
I don't have a clue. I wish I did.
This means that I can manifest books. I am a much more powerful witch than we realized.
Oh my God. Hey, can you maybe manifest something a little saucy? You know what I mean? Just a little, ooh, it gets me a little flush at night. You know what I mean? Just a good old rumpity romp, you know? Rumple foreskin. You know what I mean? Like, just maybe a little one of those.
Um, I mean, there's people on like Instagram who give out free vibrators if you comment on
No,
their posts.
I don't want to vibrate. I want to read. I'm an intellectual, as you know, and I like if my brain gets going, my body gets going.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. Oh,
What,
okay.
do you look at me like I'm strange? What is this weird? Oh my God. Does nobody else read erotica? I'm the only one who likes erotica.
I mean, there's no pictures or anything.
Well, I mean, if you could throw a couple in there if you want, but like almost like a sketch drawing. I don't like too real. I like, again, get my head going, get my body going.
I'm sorry. I don't understand. You're saying that you don't watch pornography like everyone else does?
Oh, everybody watches porn?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hadn't thought of that. I like have the thing going in my head. Like I read it and I got the whole story going on in my head. Much more exciting, I think, than watching people have sex. Like that just seems clumsy and awful.
Um, I mean, it usually is clumsy. I don't know about the awful part.
Oh, okay. You've never read erotica before? Erotica?
Yeah, the way you say it is a little bit creepy to me,
Oh,
Pauline. Um,
I like to enunciate because it makes it seem like it's more sussy.
did you
You
hear
heard
that?
that, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Someone else says it, not just me. Erotica.
Um, okay, I think the difficulty is you can't manifest something unless you want it.
You don't want it for me?
No,
Okay. It's fine. I suppose I could just think of my own and write all my
I mean, what about just like
fantasies and
photos, just like pictures, um,
I
you
like
know,
stories. I like a narrative. I gotta have the twists and turns and the want and the desire and the erotica. And then bam!
that the way that you say that word is really upsetting to me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'll try to
no, it's okay. It's
tone it down. I thought
it's all right.
okay.
I'm just like a virtual reality kind of thing. You know, like you
Get
put
it.
on the.
I know. I know. I know. So the professor rule still like stands even if it's through Zoom, right? Like classes through Zoom. Like if the professor isn't here in like 10 minutes, we can go.
I mean, um, I think so. How are we supposed to have class without him?
True.
I'm just wondering if, like, you didn't hear anything from him. You didn't get an email. There was no text.
No, no ping, no nothing. No, I
Nothing.
haven't heard from
Nothing.
him. Mm-mm.
I'm just really worried. I'm worried that Professor Reese died or something.
Oh my God, Alyssa, do you have a crush on Professor Reese? Girl, you have a crush on Professor Girl. That is so cute. It's giving innocent and
Sorry, I'm late, everybody. To meet Professor Reese. Time for our ethnomusicology lecture. Just got back from spinning it wild at the club, and want to talk to you all about it.
What?
So, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Um, Professor Reese, I just wanted to say, your nose is looking very pointy today.
My nose is looking pointy today.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that some sort of a joke? I mean,
No,
like, are you trying to tell me I'm a brown nose or something, or
no,
I'm too old to be doing like spinning and stuff at the club, or
no.
no,
yeah, Bertha,
Professor Reese, we know
yeah,
you're hip with it,
yeah,
and
cool. Bet,
I
bet, bet,
think
bet.
she was just complimenting you on the Grecian style of your nose, which, if we're talking in ethnomusic terms,
Yeah.
can be attributed back to history and to the history of the Grecian Empire in Greece. I'm helping you.
Oh, that's a pretty good correlation there, Bertha. Now, can you tell me, from our last lecture about 2 weeks ago, what style of music came out of Athens at that point?
You know what? I can't, but I think Alyssa can.
Which one of you is Alyssa? Sorry.
Professor Reese.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
go ahead. Can you? What? I'd be super impressed if you could.
the mustard stains on your shirt are better than ever.
Um,
Like I can
Technically,
tell that that's French's and not Dijon or anything, and that's just it's really.
I apologize for it was a rave and there was food. Would you believe it? At a rave there was food to counteract the Molly and stuff. So I'm sorry. I didn't notice it, to be honest. I was so engrossed in my beats. But thank you for calling the attention to that. I will get it cleaned. But in the meantime, music that came out of Athens at the particular point of history is
Calypso.
very good. Very good. That's exactly right. Calypso. Yeah. Cool. Anything else before I start my lecture? Today will be on Indonesian music. Jakarta and the Gong is the title of the lecture. Yeah, I think it was Alyssa. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Anything before I start my?
Your
I got a
voice.
banger for you. It's a banger. The
I can't
Jakarta
wait.
music.
Uh, Professor Reese, your voice is sounding particularly phlegmatic today. Like it's just, you know.
Oh, it's a little raspy from the club. I had to do a call and response thing. You know how I do in class, and so like, you know, hey, yo, yo, and everyone yelled, yo, you kids should come to one of mine. I'm telling you, it's a banger how I spin. But I apologize if my voice is overly phlegmy. Very
It's,
sorry about
it's
that.
I know it's
That's
it's
gross.
beautiful.
Oh,
What if we went tonight?
I am spinning at the club on 17th and Hirsch.
All right. Well, I say let's go. You want to go, Alyssa? Let's go.
I what I you're the shortest man I know.
What? Again, I'm not feeling really great about myself. I'm sorry, my height. My mom was 5'1", my dad was 5'4". We're of a smaller people, ethnically, logically speaking. It's the North, kind of Scandinavia, but it was a whole. The country has now dipped into the ocean. It's no longer, and I am a short people, and yeah. But you know what they say, big things come in small packages. So I've gone with that my whole life. I apologize in advance.
No, it's fine. You don't have to keep apologizing, Professor Reese. Just so y'all know, as an outsider viewing this, I think the two of you together would make life physically impossible for the rest of the world.
That's for sure.
I love how I had no idea what that meant.
Okay. All right. Last time it was Robin saying penis butter about 18 times.
And now
Today it's
Brian-
Sabrina going into fertility less than a minute into the set.
and then erotica.
Erotica. Oh, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to put up with that.
You know what? We're Dolly Lana. That's how we roll, man.
We
You know?
love
Yes.
every
Oh my
friggin' second
God.
of it. The weirder the better.
Ah,
And we'll
I
be
was-
back
yes.
for Highwire season 11.
yes, of
Oh,
course.
romantics.
Oh, thank you all for making my night so good. I'm doing lots of like dumb administrative work in the background. It made me laugh. So appreciate it. Thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, we are done for the night. We'll be back Thursday because I don't know what day of the week it is. So we'll see you all on Thursday. Goodbye, everybody.